good morning. I hope you're all well this morning. I think I'll do my hair today. I think that's what I'll do. I'll do my hair. And I've got my nails to do as well, so I think I'll be doing that today. Let me get the chat and everything up first. I'm feeling meh today. Always takes this time to come up my computer, my live streams. I don't know why it takes as long, but there it is. I'll show you outside. It's grey. That's Scotland for you. That's our weather. Why does it say upcoming? I should be live. There we are. I can see me live. What's this saying to me? Don't give me a hard time, computer. Not this morning. I'm not feeling it. I've got my dinosaur pyjamas on. I mean business today. These are my business jammies. Not only are the dinosaurs, but they've got planets on them and stars. That's the vibe today. That's it. Do you know, I've been away with Sophie today with these jammies on. I'm starting to just not give an F. I'm in a slump now, and I need to try and drag myself out. That's what's going to happen. And Hulk Hogan passed away. I'm putting a link in the description bar if you want to become a member of the channel. You get special emojis, and I give you a wee shout out on a Saturday. There's my sky. Happy birthday yesterday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, sweet sky. Happy birthday to you. Boop, boop, be doop, boo. Happy birthday. I'll give you, where's my blueberry? Blueberry's, oh, there it is. A wee kiss for my blueberry too. I hope you had a lovely birthday yesterday, Sky. Hope you had a lovely birthday yesterday. I seen it was your wee birthday. Where's my paracetamol? I'm going through it. See the past week, and I'm going to see my mum tomorrow, and that's always like a worry. I've always got this feeling every time I'm ready to go and see her. I get this feeling in the pits of my stomach that I'm worried what I'm going to find. Where did it? I remember when the paramedics came and got me and took me away. And so they're saying to Sophie, what medication's on? And Sophie's raking in this bag I've got at the side of me. I'm not even going to show you it, but it's a lot. Yes, you got a proper song from me. Yes, because I love you very, very much. And we had a lovely day yesterday. Would you make a Hulk Hogan passing away as well? Thank you, Sky. And look, guys, I didn't know he was racist. Look, in Scotland, I'm kind of shielded for the whatever's going on overseas, and just because I say rest in peace to Hulk Hogan doesn't mean that I condone in any way his racist remarks, which were terrible, by the way, because I had to delve into that because I had no idea that he was like saying the N-word and stuff like that. And he was saying it a lot as if he's just used to saying that word. Me, I'm shocked when I hear that word. I'm took back by that word. He was just like saying it. He was just saying. But put that aside, I mean, the man was a legend, and lots of kids looked up to him. Now, as well, do you know what I've been thinking about right now? I don't. I mean, as I say, I don't know why to go into it. But what about all the kids, the black kids that look up to him, and he's saying, using that N word? I was a bit shocked. I'm not going to lie. I was a bit shocked when I heard all that. But the man's passed away a day after Ozzy. I mean, gee, and another man that was in a program, American program, he passed away this week as well. What is going on? Sky, I don't understand what's happening. I mean, I know I'm getting older, and see, the older you get, the more people that you know for TV and stuff like that are all passing away, and you're like, oh my god. Before you know it, you're there, you're chapping at the door. I know it's the circle of life and all that, but it's still it makes you feel sad and all the rest of it. Good morning, good morning. Well, I don't know what to say about that money. That's a shame. Sky, I know. Do you know somebody's actually got a video of the poor man getting stretchered to his house, and I know that feeling, right? I mean, I don't know if he'd passed away at this point or what, but many times this year have the ambulance crew had to strap you to a wheelchair gurney thing with an oxygen tank. I've got the oxygen tank, mask on, strapped into this wheelchair, getting wheeled out of my house in front of everybody, all the neighbours and all that, all looking, what was happening here now? And it's embarrassing, I'll tell you that right now. You're embarrassed, and I don't know why, because you can't, it's out of your control. I can't help it. If I'm getting stretchered out, I'm getting stretchered out. But it's still embarrassing. And Sky, the thing is, I'm not allowed any of the good drugs anymore. I don't get anything that makes you feel a bit better about your situation, because any opioids mess with your breathing, right? And they found that out when I was ventilated, that they were giving me the good stuff, and my breathing was getting worse. So I get the band of shame, a red band put on me as soon as and told that I'm not allowed that. I don't know what I'm getting, paracetamol or something like that, and you're in agony. I don't know what they're going to do with me. But you know, it never really. See, when I was getting the good stuff, it never really made me feel any like high or anything like that. You know, it just took the pain away. I didn't feel any. Although when I was on the clicker, no, I was fine when I was on the clicker, and I was left to my own devices to give myself the medication. That was after I get the metal rod doing the leg, right? I had that one. I was fine. So I don't know what's happened now that my body's just went, you know what, you're not getting any more. You're just getting straight up hit in the hospital, sober as a judge. Just got on with paracetamol and pain. That's my life, and the oxygen and stuff. Anyway, as it's embarrassing getting wheeled out, and somebody's got a video of the poor man getting wheeled out his house, and if I was in his family, I'd be like, get that down immediately. I'd be contacting Elon Musk to say get that post down, because it's upsetting to the family and stuff like that. Well, Mary Jane, I would like that. I'd see if they were to give me a wee bit of Mary Jane, or even the gas that I got when I was in labour. Listen, they can give me that all day long. I was fine with that. I was like to Mike's husband, here, try some of that. Try some of that. And he's going, no, no. I'm like, yes. In fact, it wasn't like that. It was a mouthpiece. It was in your mouth. So I'm taking, and I'm thrashing about in the bed like a fish, you know, in labour, like, and the tube that connects it comes out. So I'm just left with the bit hanging at my mouth like that, trying to get the tube. And I'm going, this isn't working. And I think it was working a bit, because I was away with it. I was away with it. And then a midwife came down and said to me, that's what happens when you have sex. Like that. But I think she was just trying to get me angry so that I wouldn't die, because I felt as if I was dying at that point, and I was just giving up. But when she started on me, I thought, oh, just you wait till I get off this bed. I was like, I see you, by the way, see if I could get off this bed, you'd be getting it. Just you wait, just you wait. So she gave me a wee bit of oomph, and eventually I didn't pass away, as I'm sitting here today, and Sophie's fine. But they done that. She came right down at my face as well, like that, too. And I thought, oh, I'm going to get you. I don't know if they still do the gas, Sky. I don't know if they still do the gas. But that, I'd see if they were to give me that instead of like the opioids. I'd be fine. But the problem is gas, and it's my breathing. So they might not want to give me that. So I'm effed. Basically, I'm getting nothing. Nothing. Sophie says fentanyl or something like that, but I'm not sure about that. That's that mad narcotic, isn't it? Is that the one that folk are like the zombies? Have you ever seen that? Oh my God, it's, listen, see if you're like myself having a bad day and you see this, it's so sad. that this is happening in our countries, do you know what I mean? And we think that, oh, our country's like, the Western way is way better and oh, we're great and stuff like that. There's a live stream if you go on it, and it's, listen, Sky, I was, Labour or no, I was going to get off that bed and have her. We call it ragdolled. She was about to get ragdolled off of me, this particular midwife. But afterwards, I felt all right about it because I thought I was dying at the time. I just gave up. And when she done that to me, oh, the wee Glasgow woman fight came out of me, and I was like, just you wait. Oh, contraction, just you wait till I stop these contractions, you're for it. So she gave me a bit of an oomph to get on with it and give birth. But there's this channel, and it's in Philadelphia. And I don't know if it's that fentanyl or what it is, right, that they're taking. But the people just stop in the street. They just stand in the street just like that. And they just stay there like that. It's like a zombie apocalypse. And I'm not saying that to be mean or anything, but if you'll watch it, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. And there's people just, as people just lying about the streets and stuff like that. And do you know what do you know why? To escape reality. The reality is so bad that they would rather be on this than be in the real world. And it is so sad. And it's such, I mean, they're lovely, lovely people. And they're looked down upon as if they're absolute trash. Now, they're people's sons and daughters, right? They're people's sons and daughters. There's families devastated that their loved ones are like that. And empty this, I mean, I think we've all probably had people that have been an addict or something like that in their families, and you know how hard it is for them to come off, and it's a shame. Good morning to you, um, Demir, I think I'll call you, because I'm not sure about that first name. Look, people tricked me before with a name, and I said it out loud, and it was a racist slur. I've been tricked before. I'm very careful now. That's it, Sky. Just left there to just leave them there. They're away from where the rich people stay, so that's where they can stay in this. And it's so sad that this is going on, and it's the same in the middle of Glasgow. The amount of homeless people is unbelievable. The amount of homeless folk. It's an absolute shame. And people that have never had folk in their family that have had addictions and all that are like, oh, well, they chose. I remember watching a politician. I can't remember what one it was. It was years and years ago anyway. And it's been saying to his children or something like that don't feel sorry for these people. See, these homeless people, don't feel sorry for them because that's the life they choose. They choose to be like that. They don't want to stay in a house. They don't want to have 3 meals a day in a nice, warm, cosy house. They choose to be on the streets, so don't feel sorry for them because that's where they want to be. I felt like ragdolling again, Sky. I was like, ooh, I felt, oh, aye. Totally not in the real world and seeing what's actually going on. They don't want to see what's going on in the real world. They're happy in their own wee rich bubble. I'm in Scotland. Good morning, Tom. Good morning. I hope you're doing good. I hope you're doing good. It's Friday morning. Yeah, so we've lost 3 people this week. I'm frightened to was touch wood, nothing happens today because, look, I don't know what's going on. People are just dropping like flies here. Dropping like flies. But I've been watching the Osbournes. I've been getting a wee laugh, a wee kick watching the Osbournes. Aye, that was like, what, 20 years ago? 23 years ago or something like that, the first Osborne. Was it 20? It was 23 years ago, wasn't it? The first episode of the Osbournes was on. I'm going to have an orange zero sugar. Hi, and a lot of the episodes I can't remember or I don't think I've watched. But it's the pets that kill me. It's the pets that I laugh my head off. That's it. See, if I had their money as well, there'd be lots of Jack Russells in this house. I'd be exactly the same. I'd be like, well, we need more Jack Russells. We've just not got enough barking in the house. We need more barking. We need people to stay off the barking. Yes, I mean, it was on that. See, the Black Sabbath thing, that like it was all an act. And see, I remember back in the day when I knew I was born in the early 70s, right? So um, that's when Black Sabbath and all that were just like going about. But everybody thought that they were like possessed with the devil and stuff like that. They were in leagues with the devil worshipping and all this kind of thing, right? But it was all a marketing thing, right? They had to put up this persona that they were the Prince of Darkness and all the rest of it, because it sold and people were like, that's different. And they would be banned for places, and like Frankie Goes to Hollywood, they get banned a few times as well back in the 80s. And that's how people were like, oh, we want to watch that. Bring attention to them, bring attention. It was different. It was like, and some people were going through bad times and stuff, and the music was great. It wasn't just that, but the music was brilliant. The heavy metal, the guitars and all that was brilliant. Ozzy's voice. So, but you seen when he was in the Osbournes that he was still a dad, that loved his kids and loved his pets, and the wee cat. There's a clip going about Facebook where he's looking for his cat. I remember that episode. I think that was episode 1 or 2, right? And the cat had went missing, and I didn't know that the poor people in California, there's what was it, cougars? Was it cougars? No, coyotes. Just roaming about the street, coyotes. I don't know. I don't know if he was next to a forest or if they're just like wild things. But the poor animals were getting eaten by the coyotes. They lost a few animals to the coyotes. So Ozzy was out there hunting for this cat because he didn't want the cat getting. He found the cat. There was a lot of cursing and swearing, but that's just Ozzy. Yeah, see, that was it. The every successful like pop band had some kind of niche, some kind of thing that was like different for everybody else, and theirs was like crosses and bats and all that, and pretending that they were the Prince of Darkness, but he wasn't. He wasn't really, and he used to. You'd see every time he was saying goodbye to people, would say "God bless you." I mean, the man. It was an act. It was all an act when he was on stage and stuff like that. It was he wasn't a devil worshipper, Tommy. He prayed and all that. He didn't delve in the black arts, so to speak. He didn't do anything like that. It was just all a front. Just, I mean, they've got to have something. Frankie Goes to Hollywood, right? Megan, good morning, lovely Megan. I loved Frankie Goes to Hollywood for day one. I was a big Frankie Goes to Hollywood fan, right? And they get banned with the song "Relax, Relax, Don't Do It." Right, that was banned, and the video was banned as well, right? And they were openly Holly Johnson was openly gay and stuff like this. This was still like, wow, I can't believe he's come out and just told everything, because it was like that back in the 80s. Somebody's gay. Oh my god. I mean, it's nothing now, but back in the day, little. So, and it was in a kind of gay bar, the video, and it took me years to realise it was drag queens. I thought these were beautiful women. But then again, I didn't know Freddie Mercury was gay. And see, looking back, I'm like, how would you know Freddie Mercury was gay? Anyway, so the video that got banned, and I remember me and my pals. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, morning. I mean, me and my pals waiting till it was like after 10 o'clock at night or something. MTV were going to show the video. We're all sitting there like that watching it. Oh my god, and there's a guy with a banana and all that, and it's like, see, now you're watching it, you're going, oh god almighty. It was a bit risky, let's face it, the video, but. And then the other one that I loved was Two Tribes. See, if you've not watched Two Tribes, it was a guy that looked like Ronald Reagan, and the Russian leader at the time, can't remember his name. He had the birthmark on his head anyway. The two of them in a wrestling ring, wrestling and stuff like that. It was brilliant, and that was their kind of niche, because they had come out as gay and they had all this, and it sells records. I mean, listen, see if their music was rubbish, it wouldn't, but is see if they bring out something different. If, even if it's something shocking, if everybody's talking about it, the people going to be buying it. So, Black Sabbath. It was. There was, in fact, I tell a lie. There was one guy in the original, a Black Sabbath that did dabble a bit in the black arts. Apparently, I don't know his name, but I didn't know this. Good morning, lovely Haley. I didn't know this. I don't know if you knew this as well. One of Ozzy's guitarists, right? It was when the band had actually kicked Ozzy out, right, because he was like mad with it all the time. But he started up another band, and he had a guitarist that he loved it like a brother. You know, he was like a family member, and they got on, and he really loved this guy, and this guy loved him, and all that. It was like a strong, strong bond there. And he was a great guitarist. And one day they had stopped. They were on the tour bus, and they stopped somewhere, and some guy had an aeroplane, right? Because we've all got them just sitting out our front. He had an aeroplane, and he'd a pilot's license, and he says, "Do you want to come for a wee ride in the plane?" So this guitarist said aye, and there was a makeup artist called something Youngblood, funny enough. She was on the plane as well. So they're on the plane and they're flying and they're doing circles, and they do one circle and that was fine, and then they do another circle, that was fine, and then they do another circle, and it bangs into the bus, does a twirly, 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 and blows up and thingies them all, unalives them all. Ozzy had run over. He couldn't get the guy out. It was like engulfed in flames, and he was really bad with that. He broke down with that big time. Um, so I mean, a lot of things happened in the man's life. A lot of stuff happened. A lot of stuff happened. Beryl, good morning, good morning. If you could type in English in the chat, that would be fantastic, because we don't know what you're saying if you're typing in a different language. It's not we're being racist or nothing. This channel's for everybody. But we need to know what you're saying. You can't do it. But I've been watching a lot of his life and things like that I didn't know. And that was awful, awful sad. That was sad that he had lost these. And Sharon was just an absolute angel, wasn't she? What she went through. She see if it wasn't for her, I don't think we would have had Ozzy as long as we did, because the man was in a down, 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 and she managed to pull him up out of it. So God help her, she's going to be devastated, isn't she? I'm glad that they have got such a strong family around about, because I'd be keeping my eye on Sharon, if you know what I mean, because she's going to be devastated with the loss of him, because everything was all about him, and even the end, the concert at the end, she planned all that for a year. She planned that concert. So God help them, eh? God, I mean, we all know what it's like, but we don't know what it's like going through a bereavement and then having the spotlight in the media and everybody all want to know everything about it. What happened? What happened? What happened? You know, some things are best left private with the family, instead of us all like, what happened? What was it? What was it that happened to him? How long were they working on him? And that's all over the newspaper, that they were working on him for 2 hours, and it was a helicopter that landed next to his house. Maybe we shouldn't know all that. Do you know what I mean? This is it, Sky. I often think about who's in heaven now. Who has been greeting Ozzy? Who's been greeting Ozzy? You know, there's that Lemmy guy. There's Freddie Mercury, Kurt Cobain, Jimi Hendrix. That was in a picture. Jimi Hendrix, John Lennon, and Ozzy loved the Beatles. So they're all there welcoming. So it's more fun up there getting than where it is down here, isn't it? Aye, but today that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do my hair because it's wishy-washy. It's needing more pink in it. I'm going to do my hair, and I'm going to do my nails. And then I've got my wee mum tomorrow to see, so it's always a bit of a worry going to see her. As I said, I've always got this feeling that not that I don't want to see her. I love seeing my mum, and I love getting a cuddle, and I love if she lets me, and I love telling her that I love her, You know, she doesn't know who I am though, but I tell her I love her anyway. But I just never know. I mean, last week I was getting shushed again. I was saying to my dad, yeah, Jim Morrison as well. They're all up there. All the good ones are up there. I was saying to my dad, I think it's just me that she's. But me and my mum used to have a bit of banter, you know, when she was like all right. We used to like have a wee fights and all that as growing up, arguments and stuff like that. We used to enjoy it too. Do you know what I mean? I used to nothing better than me and my mum being premenstrual at the same time. They were the days. They were the days that my dad and my brother would be like, "Oh, for God's sake, would they shut up?" Me and my mum screaming at each other. So I don't know if this is all just in the back of her mind, and sometimes I'm in there, and it's shh. She'll say shh like that. She'll go like that to me, and I'm sitting like that. Okay, and then I try and say, "Are you okay?" I try and get in and then say something else to her without getting shushed. But even if I do get shushed, I'm still sitting there. Thank you, my sky. Thank you, my sky. But yeah, I'm going to go. Hopefully, we're all right the day that nobody passes away. Well, people will be passing away the day, but it just seems to be like one person. I mean, I wonder if Ozzy was up there welcoming Hulk Hogan in. Going, oh, I get here a day before you. And the thing is, they're both younger than my dad. My dad's still kicking about. My dad's what, 81 this year. Oh no, I've not heard of them. Efron, you know, she's got. And it's a wee shame, and I'm going to get her something nice for her birthday and Christmas. She's got a dolly. She's got a wee dolly. It's either a dolly she's got, or sometimes she's got a wee teddy bear. And if it's a wee dolly, she thinks it's real. And she's going, look at this wee baby. And she's going, wee baby. And I'm going, oh, she's beautiful. Oh, look at her wee face. She's going, like that. And she cuddles it and stuff. And it's, oh, listen, it's not just my mum, it's other women in there as well. It's actually heartbreaking that, you know, seeing them with the wee babies, and they think and there's prams and stuff like that, and they think that the wee baby's real. They think, and wee teddy bears and stuff. So for her birthday, I think I'll get her a bit nice teddy, a nice cuddly teddy, so that she can cuddle that in a blanket or something for Christmas. But listen, see, no matter what I get my mum for her birthday and Christmas, I'll go up the next time it'll be gone. Because, in fact, my mum, see, in the other place that she was in, one day we went into a room and she had like 3 or 4, and see how the walkers that the old people use? She'd like 3 or 4 of them in her room. Folk were going about going, where's my walker? In my mum's room. Because with dementia, they see something, they think it's theirs. That's mine, and she'll just take it. So these people will just go into my mum's room, and whatever I've bought, like a blanket, they just take it because they think that's my blanket right there. And you can't. It's just it's the illness. It's an absolute. It's terrible. And my mum would have hated all this. But yeah, I thought Sylvia, hello, hello. Is it a funny accent I've got? It's a Scottish accent. Unfortunately, I can't do any other accents. I'm rubbish at it. Mary, my gorgeous Mary. Oh, Mary, it's lovely seeing your wee face in the chat. It's lovely seeing your wee face. Yeah, but I think I'll get a wee cuddly teddy bear or something like that. Listen, our birthday's in December, but me being me, I like to plan like presents and stuff like that in advance, so that when it comes to Christmas time, I've not got millions of things to get. It's just like food that I really need to concentrate on, and everybody knows the price of bloody food these days. So every month I get a couple of things. If you watch my video, I put up the day I got the pets Christmas in. Apart from Daisy do, because she got her cuddly, her squeaky toy. I couldn't, because her face was just too beautiful looking at me. And I couldn't put her wee squeaky toy away. I had to give her it early, so I'll need to get her another Christmas present. And then I'll probably give her it. But I'll get that for my mum, a nice big cuddly teddy or something like that for her Christmas. Mary, I'm going to get into my book. See my books that you got me? As I said in a live stream last week or something like that, I've actually got them here, my book. Let me show you what I've got. That one you got, and look at my lovely page thing, my lovely bookmark. That was my daughter that got me that. Amanda got me this, look. There's my bookmark. Isn't that pretty? So I'm going to get into this. I think I'm going to like maybe read a couple of chapters every night, like. But listen, it's got a wee bit in it. That's what I was talking about last week. See the pumpkin spice cafe, that had a few bits of in it. Mary, it's all right. It's I don't mind. Thank you very much, Riri. I hope you're doing good, and thank you for watching me. Aye, the pumpkin spice cafe. There was, and it happened. It happened in the guy's house, and I'm pretty sure something happened in the barn or something like that, or in the kitchen. Something happened like that. But it was like going straight into absolute detail, and I had a wee beamer reading it, and I was looking about to make sure nobody was about while I was reading. I felt as if I was looking through a peephole, watching them. Oh, they were in the shower. That's right. They were in the shower, and one of the times I was like, oh my, shouldn't be watching these people in the shower. But I can already tell the Christmas tree farm's going the right way, because I'm only in chapter 4 or something, but the guy in it is already looking at this lady that owns a Christmas tree farm that hates Christmas, by the way. She hates Christmas, but she owns Christmas tree farm. I think she's going to love Christmas after this book. And he's already looking at her like, she's a good looker. And I'm thinking it's only going to be a matter of time before the two of them are full of pine, slime and pine needles. They'll be rolling about in the pine trees. There'll be bits of sticky stuff everywhere. What do you call it? It's no amber. It's the goo that comes out of trees. What the hell is it called? They'll be full of that anyway. Sap. They'll be full of sap. Sap and pine needles in no time, these two. I can already tell it's going that way. But they've got dogs too. They've got wee doggies. She's got a dog and he's got dogs, so they're dog lovers. So I'm like, oh my God, I'm invested now. So I'm going to be reading that. J-Habs, good morning to you. Hope you're doing good. So I'm going to be reading that in my... And look, I mean, the books are beautiful. You would never believe there was in the books, but look at the wee doggy. Isn't that a cozy book? And then after, oh God, there I'm dropping thing. After that one, I've got this one. And I bet you the same thing happens now. I bet you they've got a cat though this time. They've got a cat, but I bet you there's in that one too. Right, I'll read the back of this one. I've never read the back of it. When a secret message turns up hidden in a book in the Cinnamon Bun bookstore, Hazel can't understand it. As more secret codes appear between the pages, she decides to follow the trail of clues. It's going to trail of some hunk. She just needs someone to help her out. Listen. Gorgeous and outgoing fisherman. Oh, he's a fisherman. He's going to be full of fish though. Maybe stinky. Noah. His name's Noah. Noah in the Ark. Noah in the Ark fishing. Listen. Noah is always up for adventure. I bet you it is. And a scavenger hunt sounds like a lot of fun. Even better that the cute bookseller has been crushing on him for months and is the one who wants his help. She's been crushing on this, but there's got to be books flying everywhere, isn't there? There's got to be bookshelves doing that. They're going to ruin that bookstore. Hazel didn't go looking for romance, but as the treasure hunt leads her and Noah around Dream Harbour, their undeniable chemistry might be just as hot as the fresh out of the oven cinnamon buns at the bookstore sells. Fisherman, who's it? Why, he's the brother. The guy in this book is the brother of the the pumpkin spice cafe. It's her brother that's in this one. I'm going. Listen, see if anybody wants to take me to Dream Harbour. I'm going because I'm needing a bit of that in my life. I don't think anybody wants me anymore. I think I'm just left on the shelf. Like, there's Dream Harbour. This is Dream Harbour. I want to go here. I want to go on a scavenger hunt with a smelly fisherman. He's going to have to, he's going to need a shower. let's do it. He's got to have a shower, the man. Oh. Do you want me to read this one? Right, I read it. Right, I'll read the back of this one, the one that I'm reading right. Kira, this girl's name. Noah hates Christmas. Can't stand Christmas, but do you know what? I'm buying a Christmas tree for him. That's on my list. Which is unfortunate since she just bought a Christmas tree farm in the town that is too cute for its own good. It is cute. It's full of love. Bennett Ellis is on vacation in Dream Harbour, trying to take a break from both his life and his constant desire to always fix things. Man likes to fix you up. But somehow fate finds Ben trapped by a blanket of snow. Oh, that's me. That's what I want. I want the blanket of snow. Never mind the fisherman. Give me this guy. Where am I? Blanket of snow at Kira's farm, and despite her Grinchiest first impression, with the glow of the fairy lights twinkling in the trees, and the promise of a warming hot chocolate, oh aye. Maybe, just maybe, these two lost souls will have a Christmas they will remember forever. I've never, Tom, do you know something? I've only ever, look, everybody knows, I've only ever read a few books in my whole life, right? See, even reading this out, I've kind of got to hold the words with my finger, because see, when I'm looking at it now, words are jumping off the page. Sometimes words look backwards, and it's numbers as well. I can see numbers, and they're jumbled up and stuff like that. It's dyslexia, but I just used to get called stupid in school because back in my day there was no such thing as dyslexia. You were just daft, right? So I've always had a problem reading, and I've got to take my time and hold my finger. I did have the wee things somebody sent me. I don't know what I've done with them, but I just hold it with my finger so I don't lose place, because I can lose a paragraph like that. I can read all of that to you, right, and read it out loud, and still it's not computed in my brain what I've just read, and I still, what was that about? So sometimes I've got to go over the same paragraph a few times before it registers what's going on. So I've only ever read a few books in my life, but I did read the Cinnamon Bun Cafe, which I loved, and lovely Mary gifted me these. So I'm on chapter, not in that chapter, I think I'm further on than that. I think I'm in chapter 4. Yeah, I'm in chapter 4. Chapter 4, so, and there's my wee bookmark, isn't that cute? So I'll keep you updated to how this is going, but the smelly fisherman, I'm not sure about that. No offence, look, I love fishing. I was always like a fisherwoman, but I do know, it can be a smelly business, fish and guts and stuff like that, so. But listen, there's two good reads there that are full of. But the Christmas Tree Farm, if I was to choose one of the romances, I would take the Christmas Tree Farm over the Cinnamon Bookstore. Pumpkin Spice Cafe in the Farm. Oh, I don't know if I would want that one too. Just give me them all. So anyway, guys, I love you all so much, and I'll be back tomorrow. I'll be prettier than what I am, because I'll have makeup on. Tomorrow. But I love you all so much, and thank you for spending time with me this morning. I'm going to give you all a big kiss now. Bye, everyone.